Hey, diddle, diddle, the cat, the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon.
Coming to you live from the Future Lounge Studio, it's Late Night Live with not Donald Trump. Tonight, we welcome Mike from TikToken. Plus, some degenerate gamblers. And a whole bunch of crazy featuring Jean-Baptiste and Stay Tuned. Please allow me to introduce myself. Johnny! Thank you. Your wonderful audience. Thank you. It's pleasure to be here. Thank you. Okay, stop clapping.
Good evening, ladies and degens, and welcome to another very special episode of Late Night Live with Not Donald Trump, where I have the honor and privilege of hosting tonight's show from the lavishly luxurious Future Lounge studio. I'm, of course, your host, Not Donald Trump, as well as just a regular businessman and degenerate investor. Our guest tonight is Mike from TikToken. Thank you, Mike, for joining us here tonight in the Future Lounge studio. It's a pleasure to meet you. How are you on this lovely evening?
Hi, not Donald Trump. Hi, everyone. Thank you for hosting us on this channel. I'd like to tell you a little bit about our project today, which is called TikToken. I will start by presenting the whole team, starting with me, of course. So I am Mike. I'm the ex-director of an international social media management company. Of course, I cannot name it for obvious reason. But yeah, I'm the leader of the group. I'm the founder. I manage and coordinate the entire team, and I'm the one that makes all strategic decisions together with Ethan, which is my friend and co-founder. We have been business partners for about 6 years, and together we have developed the idea that led to the TikToken project foundation. Ethan is also the one that recruited the rest of the team. He's a very experienced businessman, and both me and Ethan are from Switzerland. Then we have Scott, which is our great web designer. He's an ex-Apple employee. He has been a freelancer since he has left the company about 5 years ago, and is passionate about NFTs and blockchain. And he's the one that has developed our website, and he's also the one that is working together with our agency that is developing for us essentially all the whole TikToken ecosystem, the DApp, the mobile apps, and everything. So we rely on Scott for a lot of things. Then we have Jane. For the people that are already in our Telegram, probably you have already seen her in some of our doxed videos. She's our Chief Marketing Officer, and she has designed and structured TikToken's entire marketing plan with us. And she and Alison are from Lithuania. So the team is from all around the world, essentially. Alison is our head of influencer recruitment. So we are going to need a lot of influencer on this project, as you probably know, since it's based out of TikTok. She's Jane's best friend since university, and she has known social media like many people before her, and she has made a passion out of it. And lastly, but not least, we have Harry, which is our own marketing manager. So for any marketing proposal, a lot of DMs continuously hit our DM box, but you can reach out to Harry for anything, for any marketing proposal you have. So she works side by side with Jane, and is from the UK.
Excellent. Now, thank you very much for giving us a breakdown of the team. Now, before we get too far into it, I just want to mention as well that before we start, just want to give a quick briefing on how it's going to work. We'll have an open floor after my questions are done, at which point we'll be answering community questions posted in the text chat. Community questions via voice chat will not be acknowledged. So for those of you listening, if you have any questions, please post it in the text chat and tag me at JohnTronDump once we've opened the floor for questions. To keep things organized and to ensure the questions don't get lost in general conversation, please wait until either myself or the admins have announced that the floor is open before posting questions. In the interest of time, please ensure the limiting questions to one question per post. And just a reminder to those of you listening that absolutely none of us here are financial advisors, and you should always do your own research. So, Mike, that being said, since you gave us a breakdown of the team that is on board with this project, how did you and your team all find each other and come together? And then what brought about the idea of the Tick Token project?
Yeah, cool. Interesting question. So yeah, as said before, me and Ethan have been business partner for about 6 years. So we have worked together for a while in our previous company. And then Ethan essentially hired the rest of the team. For that, yeah, I would need to ask Ethan, but essentially he has opened positions on LinkedIn and other job searching website. And then first he found Scott. And then after Scott, he found Jane and Ellison and Harry, essentially. So the team is comprised by 6 people, but we are looking to add more people to our team, mostly moderators. And then about the idea, so Tick Token, actually Tick Token to Earn, so it's the complete name of the ecosystem of the project, is a Web3 TikTok to Earn and Watch to Earn app with social fee and game fee elements. What does it mean? So it means that it's focused on TikTok social app. So our app will be integrated with a connect to TikTok functionality, which means that connecting our app and our mobile apps to TikTok, you will be able to earn while making and watching TikTok videos. So that's essentially the bottom line. So the idea around it. We designed these tokens working around 10 months from the idea to the development, the project, and now finally we are here. We are mostly there. So today, tonight, it will start the fair launch, and then on Thursday, we will have the end of the fair launch and the launch. And we are pretty excited about it. As you know, when you reach the almost the end of the work and then you need to launch the token, then everything, everyone is excited, but there's a lot of work behind it, you know. The concept is very simple. So the concept is very simple, but then the work behind it is very complex. So, but bottom line, we wanted to give a simple and fun way to our investors to earn. And we have chosen TikTok because, you know, it's the most followed social network right now, the one with the greatest interactions, the funniest. We have seen a lot of to earn tokens in the past, but I think that this one is the one that it will be the funniest one, I would say. So there are a lot of people that has made TikTok a business or a passion, but this also includes the blockchain Web3 space into it. So for people that are fans of social network and blockchain, I believe this is like their most preferred, their preferred token, I would say.
Now, I actually do not have TikTok myself, but given the description that you provided, does the TikTok app allow the integration or the ability to connect accounts from different services into its own platform? Like kind of like how you can, say, log in with Facebook to view something on Instagram or what have you?
So not right now, but it's in the plan for expansion in the future. So you know. The whole project name, the whole ecosystem is named TikTok and to Earn. So if you go to our app, which we're going to publish the link tonight, by the way, we will essentially public it for everyone. Right now it's in beta, but you can already try it. We will publish the link on our Telegram after the AMA. You will be able to connect your wallet with MetaMask and Trust Wallet, and then afterwards you'll be able to connect your TikTok wallet. Not only, you're also able to essentially put the username of other people. So for example, Kaby Lame, Charlie D'Amelio, and other the most famous TikTok influencers that are out there. And you can check how much they would earn by using TikTok and if they would use TikTok. So essentially the prospected earnings. So even before connecting your wallet, even before trying to use our app, you will be able to check the earnings that would be able to be gained in the case one of the biggest influencers out there would use that app, or if you have, I don't know, 100,000 followers on TikTok, how much would you make? And then our app will tell you. Regarding other social apps like Instagram, at the moment is out of scope, I must say that. So if you don't have TikTok right now, I believe you won't be able to fully leverage the benefits of our app. But probably that would be like an encouragement for you to install TikTok and try it out. There are many people that do not have TikTok, but maybe they are passionate about blockchain and BSC space in general. They probably will try it out. So they will install TikTok just so TikTok will gain a new user coming from the Web3 space, and that will be another side of the story, which is going to be very fun.
That being said, then one thing I'm wondering about is that given that TikTok looks to provide the ability to earn both by producing and watching videos, does the existing TikTok platform offer the opportunity for users to monetize their content already?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you mean the existing TikTok social network, right?
Correct. The native platform.
Yeah. It does provide that feature, but the real money comes from when you are a real influencer. In this case, instead, you connect your wallet. You are a producer, but also a watcher. You are part of the ecosystem, so you are an holder of both the token and the NFTs. So I will talk about the NFTs later on. But by owning camera NFTs, there are different tiers of camera NFTs. But if you own a tier 6 NFT, even if you're not like the biggest influencer out there, you're going to earn more money, and you're going to be able to earn from most of the video that you're going to produce, because it's not that you essentially there is a cooldown feature. So it's not that you post 100 random videos and then you earn out of them. There's a cooldown between each video. So depending on the camera NFT, because you need the camera NFT to start using our DApp, depending on the tier that you have, then you're gonna earn more or less depending on that. Then you are also able to level up that NFT. So essentially the people that will earn out of TikTok are not just the biggest influencer, but also the amount of time that you spend in the whole ecosystem itself. So it does not favor just the biggest influencers, but also the biggest fan of TikTok and the platform itself. So it's essentially it's a two-tiered ecosystem. On one side, you have the influencers that they can earn because they have a biggest fan base on one end, and on the other end, you have the essentially the fans. So if you are the biggest fan, even if you don't have like many followers, but you are a big fan and you spend a lot of time in the ecosystem itself, and you are a holder of the token and the NFTs, then you also are part of the ecosystem, and you also have the possibility to earn a lot out of it.
Interesting. So it kind of, in a way, it essentially levels the playing field between earners and watchers, or sorry, between producers and watchers on the TikTok platform itself, and that it opens the opportunity for anybody to earn on the platform, not just people who are pumping out the highest viewing content, but also the people that are literally just there to watch.
Exactly. You monetize also by watching. That's exactly the point. Yep.
Interesting.
I will not go like, so we have a big white paper. So in the interest of time, I will not like describe all the small details about the tiers, about the difference between each camera NFTs. But if you go there, and so I encourage you to go there, to everybody here in the audience, to go there and read it, so that you can discover how to essentially earn by not only by posting but also by watching. And by watching, so you're gonna need a level 7 camera NFT.
Interesting. So just at least in terms of the core mechanics of the TikTok platform, how then do you track? So I guess you connect the TikTok and DApp to the TikTok platform, but essentially, what is the mechanics of earning for producing and watching? Like how? If I'm jumping on the TikTok and I'm posting one video, watching another, how exactly am I earning from that?
Sorry, can you repeat the question? Sorry, my connection broke down for a second.
I'm just curious as to what the earning mechanic is for the TikTok platform, and that if I am jumping onto TikTok, like I know that you have to connect the DApp to the TikTok platform. If I'm jumping onto TikTok and I'm like posting one video, watching another, how exactly do I earn from that?
Okay, so essentially you're gonna connect the wallet. So our Web3 APIs are gonna read essentially you're gonna via the TikTok API, they're gonna read your public, of course, your public profile, your public TikTok profile. They're gonna check essentially the numbers of videos that you have posted, and if you own the NFTs, then there's a limited number of the videos that will count towards your earnings. So it really depends on the NFT that you have, the tier of the NFT of the camera NFT that you have. So depending on that, then you're gonna have a maximum number of videos per day that you can upload, and those videos will gain you a percentage of tokens in TT2E tokens. So the earnings that will come out of the platforms will be in TT2E tokens, and essentially that contributes to the whole ecosystem essentially. And to make the token sustainable, we also have burning mechanism. So when the camera NFTs will be sold, they will be sold in the 15 days next to the launch. Essentially, essentially 85% of the proceedings coming from the NFT sales, they will be called mystery boxes initially. And then those mystery boxes will be able to be exchanged for camera NFTs. So there are 3 levels of mystery boxes: gold, blue, and green. Gold, green, and blue in order. And essentially, if you have a gold one, then the percentage of gaining a level 6 NFT, camera NFT will be higher. But in the meantime, we also be able to exchange both your mystery boxes and camera NFTs after the exchange on Tofu NFT, which is a marketplace for NFT. So if you like just want to if you don't like TikTok and then you want to dispose of your camera NFT, you can also sell it on the marketplace, and someone else will buy it from you and will continue earning out of it. 85% of the proceedings coming from the NFT sales will be used to buy back and burn our TT2E token. So that contributes to the sustainability of the token. 15% of the NFT sales will be used to reward the camera NFT designers that we will essentially hire to design the NFTs.
Well, definitely sounds interesting. So, that being said, what are some of your short-term and long-term plans for this project? Tell us a bit about your roadmap.
Cool. Just give me 1 sec. I have everything here. So yeah, let me tell you about what we have done already, what we will do right now, and what we will do in the future. So for right now, we have built a community. We have the TT Ticket NFT DApp platform, which is already live, and we have the DApp, so the TikTok and DApp, which is going to be published today. It will be public, but a functioning version of it, a beta version of it, it's already being used by some selected, so by the private seller, essentially. So we have had a private sale, and for the private sale people, we have made available already an APK with the Android version, but it will also be available to the public very soon during the fair launch. An APK of the Android application. So this is what we have concentrated the first phase on building, just on building. So we have not deployed our marketing yet, I would say. The second part, of course, right now, it's currently ongoing right now, and it's the essentially the influencer-based recruitment. So we have Alison, which is the head of influencer recruitment, and she's working on basically on that right now as we speak, because of course we are going to need influencer to promote the usage of TikTok, and otherwise, of course, nobody is gonna use that. We cannot give any name as of now, but I can assure you that Alison is in contact with very famous influencer. So like from 200 to 1 million followers on TikTok. So on that we are already covered. Regarding this, like marketing plans for the token itself, so just for the token itself, the usual thing. So if you go to Presale, we have the SAFU badge, which is already a guarantee of SAFU, Then we have SAFU Dev, the audit, the KYC. We are doxed, so Jane and Alison are already doxed. If you go to our Telegram, you can find videos where they explain Tick token. So we have customized filters so that you can search any info that you need right away. And then we have the usual marketing that every BSC token does, but we don't want to essentially focus on that because that's what everyone else does, AMA, like the ones that we are doing right now, CMC, CoinGecko, Fast Track. Then we will have callers already lined up, the most famous one that so tomorrow we will have, sorry to say that, so it's advertisement for another channel, but tomorrow we will have another app with a famous call channel. But we don't want to focus on that. Most of the times BSC people, so the BSC community is focused just on that. But as CZ Binance always said, you need to focus on building, So that's what we're currently doing, building. So if you follow us on our Telegram, that's what we are doing. So we are constantly providing updates based on the usage of our beta hub, because we have a separate private group with the private sailors that are giving us feedback. And based on those feedback, we are improving the DApp. Essentially. And then, of course, we will provide a public version very soon to everyone. But first, we want to keep building. We also have been verified on BSC Scan. So if you go to BSC Scan, you already find all of our info and logo there. And that's usually not happen for all the tokens. So having the BSC logo there. And right after launch, we will also be fast-tracked on CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap, which I know is something very important for these type of tokens. One thing that is already ongoing, I forgot to mention, but in reality, it's very important, and that's a big incentive to look into our token and do your research on it, is that we are already selling 2,000 pieces of T tickets, so with double T. So we have a mint DApp, which is already live, and 10% of such tickets have already been sold. So if you buy a ticket, what do you have as a benefit, as an added benefit? So I can list the benefit right now. So if you buy one ticket, you can purchase up to 10 of those tickets, but the benefit will be the following. So even if you have 10 of them, you will have an extra 5% of TT2A token allocation as an airdrop after the fair launch. So this will be the first benefit. Of course, we will need for the tokens to unlock first, because that's one of the requirements of the SAFU badge. So if you go to the Presale cake, the cake will show that almost all the tokens are locked. So we don't, currently the team does not own any token. So there are many wallets that are part of the ecosystem, but all of them are locked, and the liquidity will also be locked for a year. So the team currently does not own any token, but there's an unlock schedule, and the first tokens that will unlock are the tokens that we will give as an airdrop to the holders of such NFT ticket. So that's benefit number one. Benefit number two is that they will have one free mint for the mystery box once it starts. And the first sale will happen on October 1st, the sales of mystery box, which in turn contains the camera NFT that you're gonna need to enjoy the TT2A ecosystem itself. And then last but not least, you also have a chance to win a real Audi TTRS. So all of this for the cost of 0.15 BNB per ticket. You can buy up to 10 per wallet, but the extra allocation, even if you buy 10, the extra allocation will be always 5%. The mint will always be 1, but if you buy 10, then you have 10 more chances to win the ODTT. Of course, we will not ship a real ODTT all over the world, but we will give the corresponding BNB amount, which is approximately $65,000 USD dollars, which is the value of an Audi TTRS. Why an Audi TT? Because it's the letters, you know. Our symbol is TT2E, TT2E, TT. So it's the recurrent pattern of
it's on brand.
Yeah, exactly. And the Audi TT will be funded with the proceeding coming from the ticket sale. Essentially, we will not get anything from the ticket sale, but we will use those tickets to gift an ODTT to our fan base. It will be just one, and we will essentially extract one winner among the holders of the tickets, and essentially you're gonna need to hold the ticket and join the fair launch on Presale in order to be eligible to. To be extracted, essentially, to be chosen for the ODTT. And I believe this is a bold marketing move because it adds branding, because of course the ODTT is connected with our symbol. We also have like very cool videos and graphics around this ODTT concept in our Telegram, and website as well, which I encourage you to check. But essentially, that will be an added benefit. So you buy a ticket now for 0.15 BNB, then you join the fair launch, and then you have 5% extra allocation. You have one free mint to check out to essentially join our ecosystem, because one free mint allows you to have one camera NFT right away. And then you also have the possibility to win an ODTT, which is not, of course, you can buy an ODTT with those money, but we will give you money, real actual money to buy it. Of course, then you can choose whether you want to buy it actually or not. But if you are a fan of the car, then you can buy it. But we wanted to build the whole initial marketing strategy around this concept, around the car, because I think it's one of my favorite cars, and I believe it's very cool.
Oh, it's been around for. I mean, the Audi TT platform has been around for definitely over a decade now, so it's definitely well established. It's almost, I'd say, established as the new Beetle or the Mini Cooper, the modern renditions of them. So it's a fairly well-known vehicle, especially for those who are in the car enthusiast community, for sure. So I'd be interested in seeing exactly what happens with that, and if the winner indeed chooses to buy an Audi TT as a result. One thing I do want to talk about, though, is in terms of the Pink Sale fair launch that you have happening. Fair launch has been quite a bit of a trend recently in the past few months. Why did you decide to go with a fair launch instead of a hard cap pre-sale?
Yeah, essentially what we have noticed right now is that the subscription model is recently being used, but it's not well established. So there are many people that do not know what a subscription model is. So we didn't want to confuse essentially our customer up to now. Maybe in a month from now or in 3 months from now, the subscription model will be used. But I've seen myself like a subscription with 300 BNB as an hard cap, and then it was filled with 50,000 BNB, and nobody could explain that. But those 50,000 BNB, essentially, the subscription model allows you a larger piece of the cake if you are a whale. The fair launch instead assigns a fair shares of. So we want it to be the fairest possible for all customers, essentially. So for all the people that purchase our token. Why did we not go with a pre-sale? So initially, actually, we had thought to include essentially a whitelist pre-sale for the people that bought the NFT. But we saw that limiting. So essentially, even if we are in a bear market, we are currently in a bear market. You saw the price of BNB constantly rising. So if you open the BNB/BTC chart, it's on ATH. So the BSC ecosystem is not in bear market, if you ask me. And that's why we did not want to limit the fair launch, the pre-sale/fair launch contribution only to the people that decided to join the ecosystem itself. So we wanted to open it up and expand it to the majority of the people. Then, of course, we have made it the safest possible because we have reached out to Brick Matrix, which is a SAFU dev. We have undergone KYC, and also we have locked all our tokens are currently locked up because that's part of the SAFU requirement. So currently, the presale has been created by the SAFU dev itself. So all the tokens currently are in the end of Presale locked, and the presale can be launched by the SAFU dev, which is a trusted party, so not by ourselves. So we cannot scam even if we wanted right now. So the token is safest in all the possible ways. Plus, we are doxed, and plus there's another benefit. Essentially, of course, 2,000 people will be able to win the ODTT, so to have the extra allocation. So essentially, that's the way for us to make it more exclusive. So if you buy a T-Ticket NFT, then you are like in an exclusive club because you chose to join the ecosystem itself. Then, of course, you can choose to buy the fair launch without joining the ecosystem. So we wanted to split and separate the people that just wanted to profit from a token, token trending on Presale. By the way, it's currently trending 3 on Presale, the fair launch. And on the other end, we have the piece of the cake of the people that are really interested in the ecosystem that we are building. So they are not there just for the fair launch, just not for the launch, but will stay there long term to profit and earning from our DApp. And a recent example of it, we have seen it from GMT, so Stepna. Do you know Stepna on Binance? I believe that was the first and the last to earn token out there. So that token allowed you to essentially earn while you walk. Okay, that token initially had a giant, so a very big spike and then a dump on on Binance. Okay. So initially the people just thought that to be a pump and dump, and then the people that stayed. So the second piece of the cake, the people that joined the marketplace, joined the DApp, the ecosystem, and essentially they did not care about the chart. They did not care about the price of the token, but they care about what the team was building. At the end, they were essentially rewarded because the token then exploded. And we hope the same to happen for Tick token as well. So we want people not to concentrate on the fair launch or the launch itself that will happen on Thursday, but we want them to focus on what we are building for the long term. So essentially, the people that are just interested, so the first piece of the cake, the people that are just interested in the token itself, just to profit, will exit. Like they will sell at launch, as like many do. But then the real believers, the people that stayed from the very beginning up to the very not end, but like ongoing, and they are enjoying our ecosystem and they believe in the ecosystem. So they verify that everything is working correctly. Then they will be rewarded because initially, as all launches, like they will see a spike, then a dump. But for the long term, if you believe in a project which is doing good, then you will be rewarded. And this is the same for BSC. It's the same for blockchain. It's the same for all businesses. So I've been a businessman for 10 years. I know how things go. So you need to invest first. You need to wait. You need to be patient, and you need to think about value. So if a project is valuable, then it doesn't matter if the price is 1 or 10 or 1,000 after launch, but you need to think about the long term. And this is what we're thinking right now.
Absolutely. And yeah, it'd be definitely interesting seeing exactly what the long term holds for this project. Now, given that it is called Tick Token and the similarities between, at least in appearance, between Tick Token and TikTok itself, do you have any concerns about potential name conflict liabilities or any potential legal action from the TikTok parent company itself?
Yeah. So we thought about that as well initially, but we have a trusted lawyer that is working on us with it. So we are thinking about after launch establishing a legal entity so that we can establish the brand. So if everything goes as expected, we will establish a legal entity and a brand itself. And our lawyer assured us that it's not just Tick Token, it's Tick Token to earn. So it's a long name. So it's not like that we have branded Tick Token, but it's Tick Token to earn because it's not just a token, it's an ecosystem. So we have not seen many cases in the years, whereas a token name has conflicted with a real business or like a copyright business name. But our lawyer assured us that wouldn't be the case for our token. Essentially, we have not copied any graphics, logo, anything, and Tick Token to earn is a different name from TikTok. Of course, we are benefiting from the TikTok API, but the TikTok APIs are public, so anybody can use those. And the data that TikTok is sharing is public as well. So we are not essentially stealing or doing anything wrong with the data. The connect functionality is secure enough. And so I believe we are safe from that point of view.
Excellent. Thank you very much for the clarification on that. Now, I do have one more question before we open the floor to the community, but just to allow the questions to flow in, I am going to mention that anybody who has questions for the Tick Token community, for the Tick Token team, is welcome to post them in the text chat now. Please keep in mind that in the interest of time, please ensure that you limit questions to one question per post and that you're making sure that your questions remain relevant to the project currently being interviewed. So the last question I have for you before we go to the studio audience involves the tokenomics. Please give us a rundown on the function of the token contract itself, such as the taxes, fees, side functions, anything that investors should know about buying, selling, or holding the token itself.
Cool. So strictly talking about just the token itself, the token allocation speaks for itself on Presale, but I will, and also on the white paper, but I will go over it on the minute. The tokenomics, we make it really simple enough. We wanted it to be the simplest possible. So it's 6% buy and sell tax, 6%. 2 will go to the LP, so will be burned forever into the LP. To the liquidity pool. 2% will go to our marketing wallet in the form of BNB, and 2% will go to the TT2E ecosystem wallet. Essentially, that will be the wallet used to reward the people that are gonna watch and upload and post video on TikTok. So it's simple enough. It's 222, and that's regarding the tax. Then we have the the allocation. So we have a 4% of tokens that have been dedicated to the private sale, which has been like sold out in 10 minutes, by the way. Then we have a 4% for the marketing reserve, a 5% for the fair launch bonus. So for the people that have bought the ticket, as I told you before. Then we have 2 wallets at 6%, one for the mobile app rewards and the other one for the DApp rewards. So we have split it in 2 because there will be both mobile apps for Android and iOS. The Android one will be available very soon for everyone, but probably most probably tonight, just to check how it works. And the other one for the DApp. Then we have a checks reserve because we also plan to list our token in the next month into checks. We cannot reveal the name up to now, but those very big ones. And then the rest is for liquidity on Presale, which is assigned as 60%, if I'm not mistaken. I might mistake numbers right now because I'm checking now as we speak, but. And then the rest is dedicated for the fair launch. Yeah, it's the 60% for the fair launch. Oh, by the way, the DApp is already live. We have pinned the link in our Telegram. So if anybody wants to start checking it, it's in beta. Some functions are not fully implemented yet, but you can start connecting it and checking it. It's The link is dap.tt2e.finance. Yeah, I believe that for the tokenomics,
Excellent.
Pretty it.
Yeah,
the liquidity will be locked. The liquidity will be locked for a year, as for SAFU requirements.
Excellent. Thank you much for the breakdown on that. Now we are turning attention to the community questions. We're going to start with Tina, who asks, I'm asking about the Audi TT giveaway and white paper. Will the winners be picked randomly, or will it be based on community votes?
It will be fair and square. So if you, essentially, of course, it will be fair and square, but if you own 10 tickets on a wallet, you will have more chances of winning compared to a person that has bought only one. So you need to contribute in the fair launch and own at least one ticket.
Excellent. Thank you very much for the response.
And we will. So essentially, it will be random. So just to answer the question.
Gotcha. Thank you for the response on that, and thank you, Tina, for your question. Next question comes from Floyd the Fluid, who asks, I see that this project has 3 types of mystery boxes, gold, blue, and green. Apart from increasing my chances of getting the camera NFT, what other advantage does each mystery box have on the other over the other, and will they be released at once or at intervals throughout the project?
Okay, that's a very interesting question. So essentially, the color, so gold, green, and blue, just increase your chances of getting a more rare camera NFT, which means like a tire, which is like it's a higher tire. So higher tier means more earning. It means that you can post more videos. You can so with a gold one, you are more probable that you get a very nice, so one of the best ones, essentially. So it's like high possibility of finding a rare one, medium possibility, low possibility of finding a rare one. What was the second part of the question? Sorry. The phases. The phases. Yeah. So essentially, we will sell. So wait 1 sec. So the probability of getting so for the rarity is on our white paper. So if you go to our white paper, you're going to find the rarity for each color. So the gold, the green, and the blue one, of getting a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5, or tier 6 NFT. And regarding the phases, essentially, we will sell the NFTs in the mystery box NFTs in different phases. So in the first 5 days, from October 1st to October 5, the mint price will be 0.1 BNB, and it will increase in the following days. So we have phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. The price will increase from 0.1 to 0.15 to 0.2 BNB, the price. So if you buy them in the first phase, of course, you're going to pay them less. And we are going to sell a total of 2,000 pieces per phase. So a total of 6,000 NFTs, mystery box NFTs.
Sounds interesting. That being said, thank you for that response. Thank you, Floyd, for your question. Next question then comes from Snowflake, who asks, starts off with saying, this is a TikTok to earn project. Wow. I want to know, there are many videos on TikTok, millions maybe. Is there a minimum or maximum number of videos to watch per day, per hour, or week? And are you also looking to partner with TikTok themselves, as that will help the project?
Well, let me answer the last part of the question first.
I imagine that would be quite an ambitious endeavor.
Exactly. The partnership with TikTok, I believe, it will be the end goal. Of course, if they notice us, because probably we bring to the platform people that have never installed TikTok, like you, not Donald Trump, for example. So you said before you have never used TikTok. So if you install TikTok, thanks to TikToken, and many people follows your example, then and then many people start talking about it on Twitter, because Twitter, it's the main channel where the crypto people talks about project. Then of course TikTok will notice us. So that's it. Of course, is the final goal. Regarding the maximum videos made or watched per day, that depends on the tier of the NFT that you own. So for example, if you own a tier 5 or 6, you can watch 2 videos per day and upload 1. So you can upload whatever you want, but you are going to earn just for 1 made and 2 watch. And then you can, of course, depending, like if you have a more rare NFT, a higher tier NFT, then you're going to have higher limits on the maximum number. But I encourage you to go to the white paper, and you're going to find a detailed description there.
Excellent. And then, I mean, another possibility, of course, if rather than just doing Twitter as well, is if you make videos on TikTok promoting TikToken, and those TikTok videos get trending, as a lot of TikTok viral videos tend to do, then you kind of create that self-fulfilling loop of the people watch TikTok videos, find out about TikToken, and then they install TikToken, and then they earn money watching the TikTok videos about TikToken. So you can get quite a bit of an earning cycle if you happen to get trending on TikTok itself.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you for that response, and thank you, Snowflake, for your question. Next question comes from Kelly Queen, who asks, will there be regulations to the... okay, so I'm not sure exactly if the context of this is if there will be restrictions on what type of videos can be watched or posted. Will there be regulations to the type of movies that we can stream, or can we stream any movie? Now, given this is in terms of movie and not necessarily video, I'm not sure if this is being conflated with a streaming platform.
Essentially, that depends on TikTok. So if you post something that is not allowed by TikTok, then TikTok will bring your video down, and that will not count for your earnings. So our API are essentially synced with TikTok itself. So if you post a video that is accepted by TikTok, then of course that will count for your earning. If instead you watch a video that is not allowed, then that will not count. So we have not applied any regulation on top. We are just relying on the rules that TikTok has applied for themselves, essentially. So we are just using the API and synchronizing between the two systems.
Makes sense. Thank you very much for the response, and thank you, Kelly Keen, for your question. Next question from Shyla, who asks, about the camera rental system, will I have a specific time and day to use the rented camera NFT, and am I to bring in collateral for it?
Wait, can you repeat it a little bit? I believe that's a complex one.
Yeah, I guess the camera NFT... well, for one, do you have the ability to rent the camera NFT rather than just buying it? If so, if it can be rented, is it limited to a specific time and day to use the rented camera NFT? And no, there is no rental system as such. So probably there has been some misunderstanding while the person has read our white paper, but no. In order to leverage our marketplace, our ecosystem, you need to own the NFT. So you need to, you can buy it, you can mint it, or you can buy it on Tofu NFT after the sale, but there is no rental system as such. Gotcha.
And there is no time in the day to leverage the DApp, the ecosystem, but there is only a maximum number of videos made or watched per day based on the tier of your NFT.
Gotcha. So it might have been some misinterpretation on Shiloh's part about exactly how to use the camera NFT. Thank you for that response, and thank you, Shiloh, for your question. Next question then comes from Sunshine. Now, the first part in regards to taxes, you've already responded to a question about taxes, to my question about taxes, actually. But in terms of switching between tiers, how can I switch from one tier to change the taxation? Also, I saw something like a secret code below the write-up. Is that a password to something special?
Yeah. So if you go to our Telegram, you're going to find essentially Sweepwidget competition. And that's just like to incentivize the participation in our ecosystem. So the secret code is needed in the Sweepwidget. Okay. Yeah, so probably, so the secret code that you find in the white paper is used for that. So many people come to our Telegram and ask what's the secret code for this, what's the secret code for that. And we have done that because we want to incentivize people in reading the white paper and not just come to the Telegram asking questions without having read the white paper. We don't want our investors to just buy the token blindly. We want them to do their own research and decide for themselves if the token is worthy to be bought or not, essentially. And what was the first part of the question again?
How can I switch from one tier to the other to change the taxation?
To change the taxation, yep. So you said that, yeah, of course. There's a dedicated section in our white paper that explains between our tier the benefits of our tier. So essentially, if each NFT has different claim taxes. So if you claim your TT2E tokens earned by making or watching our video, let's keep tier 1 as an example. In the first day, from the first day up to 3 days after making or watched the video, then the claim tax is 15%. If you wait, so if you hold for more days, because that's what we want to ideally have for our token, right? We want them to hold. So if you hold for more days, then the claim tax gradually decreases to 0. So if you hold for 10 days your reward there, then the claim tax is to 0. The claim tax will be used to buy back and burn our token. So we will not take any proceedings out of that. So the claim tax coming from our DApp will be used, so will be burned essentially. How to upgrade? So that's a functionality that is not yet implemented in the DApp if you go there. But essentially, by continuously using the ecosystem, so the camera NFT, you will have a level up button. So you will be able to level up your NFT, and by burning a percentage of your tokens that you hold, you will be able to increase the level of the NFT. And by increasing the level, then you also have more benefit on the claim tax. As said, I will not go into the detail like the numbers right now, but I encourage you to read our white paper. But that's basically how it's going to work. So the more you make videos, the more you watch, the more you use the ecosystem, essentially, the more you are benefited from it. So essentially, your camera NFT will be able to be leveled up. Not the tier, because the tier will stay the same, but the level of the NFT will be able to allow you to essentially claim faster and with lesser tax.
Excellent. Thank you for the response, and thank you, Sunshine, for your question. Next question comes from Tony. And now I know you said that we're not going to be breaking down the different tiers of the TikTok token system in tonight's AMA, and that's totally understandable since we only have a few minutes left. But Tony also mentions, do you need to hold the native tokens before you can watch some of the TikTok videos, or is it totally free?
Sorry, come again?
Do you need to hold the native tokens before you can watch some of the TikTok videos, or is it totally free?
No, it's enough to own the NFT. Essentially, if you own the NFT, then you can already you can already join the ecosystem.
Gotcha. So as long as you hold, basically all you have to do is just hold the NFT, and then as long as you hold the NFT in the wallet that is connected to the app, which is tied to the TikTok account, then you start earning based on the videos that you're watching. So the holding the NFT essentially enables that earning earning structure to flow in to you.
Exactly.
Excellent. Thank you for the response, and thank you, Tony, for your question. Let's see. We have time for one more. Sure, we'll touch base on. We'll take the last question from Scarface, who asks, when using the platform, are the earnings limited daily, or do we have a certain number of tasks that we can do, or is it unlimited?
Sorry, come again with. Sorry, because my earphones are starting to not work anymore. So the first part of your question is always broken down.
It's all good.
Yeah.
When using the platforms, is the earning limited per day, and do we have a certain number of tasks we can do, or is it unlimited?
Yeah. I think I've already answered that before. It depends on the type and the tier of your NFT. So there's a maximum number of videos that you can make and earn per day. If you own more than one NFT, then you can, of course, increase your limit, because every NFT gives you different level of limits. So if you own a tier 1 and a tier 4, then you will have 3 + 2 videos that you can make, and 5 + 3 video that you can watch. So you can own more than one camera NFT if you want to increase your limits.
Excellent. Thank you for the response, and thank you, Tony, for your question. Now, unfortunately, that is all the time we have for questions from the Future Launch community. But if you not have the opportunity to get your question asked during tonight's AMA, you're welcome to pop over to the official TikToken Telegram channel at t.me/tt2efinance. Ask any further questions that you have there, and the mods and the dev team will be happy to answer at that time. So, before we close out tonight's AMA, Mike, do you have any final statements you'd like to make to the Future Launch community? Oh, Mike, did we lose you?
Again. Yeah, sorry.
That's all good. Before we end the AMA, do you have any closing statements that you'd like to make?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, guys, I hope you really enjoyed my presentation. And yeah, all the responses that I've made. If you still have any doubts or questions, feel free to join our Telegram. Yeah, we have our white paper, but of course, our team will be very happy to answer all of your questions. And yeah, the fair launch will start in an hour. So yeah, guys, I'm very excited. I hope that you are excited as well. And thank you very much for hosting us today, Donald Trump.
Oh, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much again to Mike from TikToken to Earn for joining us here in the Future Lounge studio. It's a pleasure having you, and we wish you all the best for your project.
Thank you very much.
Give it up once again for Mike from TikToken to Earn. So, now that you're here for the team, it's time for you to decide. Are you bullish on this project? Or are you bearish? Will you ape in? Or will you jeet out? And with that brings us to the end of another episode of Late Night Live with Not Donald Trump. Thank you again to the Future Lounge for the opportunity to have seen in your studio tonight, and thank you all for tuning in with us. Have a good night, and we'll see you all next time. Help control the sheep population. Stay in